Hello and welcome back to another episode. Now today I want to share with you one of my really rather guilty pleasures, and that is Carmageddon 64. Now this game, I've got to say, is just a real, well, it breaks people down. It's a bit of a ball buster. It's often on the lowest scored games of all time lists, and I don't know, it's kind of earned its place alongside games like E.T. as being a really hard game to play. But you know what? I like it. I've always liked it, and it's really hard to justify that. But, you know, lots of people go, how can you like this game? It's so hard to control. The tyres don't stick to the ground. It's like racing on ice. The physics are shit. The the overall quality of the game feels a little bit buggy and broken. And yet I've always loved it, and maybe it's to do with when I played this game. I played this game in a very special summer for me, and that was basically I think between what was it? It was just after I'd completed my AS exam, so just before sort of the penultimate year of high school. It was that summer, and it was the summer when I remember turning up at being in the summer holiday at a supermarket, and getting a lift with my mum, and then sitting in the back of the car listening to Sum 41 on my cassette player, my Walkman, and I'm thinking, this is going to be a good summer. I was determined this was going to be a good summer. You know, this was a couple of years after American Pie, that kind of Americana sort of sense of make the most of the summer, make the most of your youth was in the air, and I was determined to. And this game, which had been out since I think 1999, fell into my lap. I say fell into my lap. I bought it from the yes, once again, Megabytes in Rill, and me and my brother played it. And in the background on our stereo system, we were listening to various CDs, but things like, for example, at the time, Nickelback were really big. Things like, you know, the Spider-Man movie was just about to come out. We had the that sort of really optimistic sense of, I suppose, I don't know, not nearly as good as, say, grunge, but that sort of sense of people trying to reclaim rock music again. So people like Sum 41, Blink-182, that sort of again, over the top sense of American summerness, you know. And it's really hard to explain. It's really hard to actually justify this stuff, because when I look back on it, I think, what were you thinking, you know, in so much as none of that stuff is actually that good. The music isn't that good, this game isn't that good, even the first Spider-Man film isn't that good, dare I say it. But actually, together, they make a really formidable package, and for me, it'll always be one of the best summers of my life, full stop. And this game, you know, I say everyone slammed it, said it was rubbish, said it was hard to control, said, oh well, the fact that you squash zombies instead of real people, or real people, you know, people is a compromise too far, etc., etc. But again, I think it's just brilliant. Oh, I just missed everyone there. I really got into the control scheme. Yes, it is awkward, it's quirky, but actually it's rewarding once you get a hang of it. It's hard to explain. So the trigger button on the N64 controller is the handbrake turn. The blue A button is go, B button is hit a bomb, is brake and reverse, and then the C buttons do things like they help you to do wheel spins, use weapons, this kind of thing. So it's been quite a while since I played this game, but I'm loving getting back into it. So I usually have to, you know, push lots of buttons to figure out how it works, but I just remembered how this game works. I played it so much, and I love it. And I mean, as I say, it's in so many people's, you know, second worst game of all time, worst game of all time. It makes those sorts of videos. And it's not brilliant. It really isn't brilliant. It's not up there with, say, for example, Ridge Racer 64. That's a really good racing game on the N64. But this one, it's got a place in my heart because of that summer. It was a summer when I was aware, really aware, that I wanted to make this summer work. And yeah, so all summer long, my brother and I were playing this game, and loving it, and we got really good at it. This level in particular, actually, I think, I might be wrong, I think you can do 2-player versus, so we're trying to trash each other's cars, and it's not, look at that, it's not easy at all. It's not a forgiving game. You know, the gravity is shocking. The control scheme is awkward. The way that the car responds to steering is jerky and unnuanced, but actually it's really good fun, and like I say, once you actually get a hang of how to play this game, it can be one of the best games in the world, and I'm really not joking. Now, it does have a recovery button, as I just pushed it there, so to get me out of a tight spot. You might say that that's the developers trying to sort of paste over the cracks on a crappy game, but I like to think of it as a tactical thing. You can actually press recovery at just the right time and outwit your opponents. There's also as well a repair button, which I very much appreciate. You sort of earn repair. Sorry, you sort of earn credits by playing the game well or badly, as I am, and that can be used to repair your car. But I don't know. I mean, this gameplay isn't if you don't like Carmageddon 64, this isn't gonna change your mind. But I just thought I'd just sort of come on and just make a video actually in defence of this game. And you're like, well, how can you possibly defend this game? This game is, look at it. Even though you love the game, Mark, you're playing it really badly. This is true. You're not wrong. Oh, there's some zombies. Oh yes, trash him. But I don't know, I think we all have those guilty pleasure games, and this is mine. This is one which I have such fond memories of, because I got, when I was 17, I got really good at this game, and I became so enamoured with the quirks of the game that it just, I don't know, it just made sense. It worked really well. Now, oh, hang on, I'm going to try and shut up and take this seriously for a second. So it's going to repair my car. Come on, through the tunnel, come on. Yeah. I don't know, obviously it's not up there with Mario Kart. It's not up there with any number of great racing games on the N64. And it doesn't have things like, for example, the nuanced textures or the draw distance of those games. But I don't know, it's hard to explain. It's really hard to explain. I just love it. I love this game. Oh, there's a shortcut. Okay, let's see if I can take it. And again, things like taking a shortcut, you really have to plan that stuff. It's not quite as simple as in Mario Kart. Right. Yes, come on. Can I blow him up? Come on. Take it, you V-dub. Ah, oh, no. Got no weapons either. Come on. That's it. Right, okay. Let's go up here. Now, can I... I can't explain to you just how much I'm enjoying playing this. I've got so many fond memories of this game. And yes, I imagine if you've never played it before and you've got no reason to like it, you will hate it. But for me, Carmageddon 64, stunt bonus. Carmageddon 64 is just a special game. And it's a game that I'd always been curious about. You know, I'd heard about it on PC, my friends would boast about it. And when it came to the N64, I thought I'd give it a go. And it both did and didn't disappoint. So I don't know, hopefully this has been, I don't know, a worthwhile quasi-defense of a terrible game. It is a terrible game, but it's terribly brilliant. You you should give it a second chance if you haven't played it before. And when I say a second chance, I don't mean just play it and go, this is terrible. I mean, put it in, maybe have a couple of beers, listen to some good period music, you know, from that time, all killer, no filler, I know, and just have at it. Maybe try it with a friend, and see where the game takes you. And it does actually warrant a little bit of I don't know, a little bit of effort, a little bit of input. There you go. Yes, head to head. Yeah, look at that head to head logo. Two people literally butting heads. Nice. It warrants a bit of input. It warrants a bit of practice. And once you get good at this game, it's just fun. It's fun. It's not got the rules or the structure of Mario Kart, and I love it for that. And I love the fact that the physics are rubbish. I love the fact that the cars are poorly modelled. I love the fact that the whole game feels rough around the edges. It feels as though you're really having to work at making this game work. Yeah, you're having to do the developer's job. Anyway, as ever, until next time, do take care. Bye bye.